Welcome everyone to Kenneth P. Laval Stadium for another women's lacrosse matchup, this time against the Towson Tigers. Stony Brook playing their second game of the week, earlier against number 20, Princeton. On Wednesday, they won 10-8, looking to double down on teams nicknamed the Tigers against Towson. Stony Brook undefeated in CAA play. They are 3-0. They've never lost a CAA game in the 3 years that they have been in the conference. And, well, for my new friend Elijah, they haven't lost a conference game in over a decade. Elijah, how you doing today?
I am doing good, Kevin. And Stony Brook's record right now for women's lacrosse is 10-2. So this is going to be a tough game for Towson. If they want to beat Stony Brook, both their defense and their offense is going to have to be really good against Stony Brook. But I don't think this is going to be a tough game for Stony Brook. I think this is going to be a easy one for them. I don't think they should have any issues against the Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you look at the wins they've had this season, number 19, Denver, number 15, Colorado, number 20, Princeton, those are the high-flying ones. But some of the stuff going under the radar, they beat UConn by a margin. They beat UAlbany by a big margin. They beat Villanova by a big margin. They beat Rutgers by 3 goals. All 4 of those teams, while not being ranked right now, are teams that have been receiving votes, maybe are going to get into the top 25, are playing strong schedules regardless. So Stony Brook, they've excelled against all the competition they've played. The last time they were playing a CAA matchup at home was on March 29th at 11 a.m. against Campbell. That was a 16-4 win. I would not be shocked if we see something like that today against the Tigers. Obviously, Elijah, we also saw the men's team taking on the Towson Tigers a couple of weeks ago. Different story on the men's side of things. Towson a much better team. Stony Brook still emerging as a young core, and Towson took a win by 3 goals. But probably going to be a different story, like Elijah mentioned, for the women's side of things. We'll start it off at the draw control with Syverson winning it for the Seawolves. She had a dominant second half against Princeton that allowed Stony Brook to take that ranked win on the road. Ali Macera, center of the field, will cradle it past the restraining line and set up the first offensive possession today for Stony Brook. Taking a look at some of the mainstays we've seen so far, Olivia Shore, number 6, has been a sensational midfielder in her junior year now. Isabella Caparucio, Julia Fusco, another pair of midfielders that Stony Brook have relied heavily on. The attack, Hayden Icefield, Mirabella Altabrando, and Katie Walsh have been a much-needed punch. And who I really want to talk about the most, Kira Martin, the left-handed attack transfer from Limestone, has provided a new dynamic to this team coming from the right side of the goal line extended. Martin in the 8-meter, a bouncer will go in. Kira Martin scores the first goal of the game. It's 1-0 Stony Brook, 14:06 to play in the first quarter. We'll go back over the draw control. Syverson getting the quick win. We're going to have Isabella Caparucio and Olivia Shore as the wings out for the Seawolves. Baker will take it for Towson. Stony Brook sideline trying to get loud. Whistle go for the referees, and Syverson is a cool 2 for 2, giving the pass back to Alexa Constant out to the wing with Ali Macera, and she'll power her way past the restraining line. Syverson will come out for the substitution, and we'll see Stony Brook set up in the offensive end. Stony Brook going quick with numbers. Kira Martin tiptoeing down the goal line extended. Pass in front for a quick shot. It's a stinger to the top right corner. Julia Fusco with the second goal. Stony Brook up 2-0 now with 13:40 to play. And Elijah, that's a quick start.
I mean, this is, so far, Stony Brook's off to a pretty hot start. against the Tigers. So as long as they keep playing like this, I think this is going to be another win for them.
Third draw control of the day. Syverson still with the same wings of Shore and Caparucio. Joe Spillane having a conversation on the sideline with his assistant coaches. Associate head coach Sydney Pareca, assistant head coach Claire Levy, and Charlotte Verholst. Referee backpedaling for the draw control, be flipped into the air, and Syverson stays perfect at 3 for 3, got fouled, and it looks like we'll have our third possession for Stony Brook. No card on the play, so it will stay at even strength. Have yet to see a woman up opportunity for either side. Ball given down low at X for Mirabella. She'll trot to the right end of the field. Stony Brook going left to right in the first quarter, Towson right to left. And the Seawolves in their primarily white uniforms with the red bottoms. Fusco, right side of the fan, passing it offshore, flips it down low, Mirabella. As Katie Walsh as a passing option, goal line extended and gives it to her. Around for Caparucio. Back over to Shore. She'll look to dodge into the 8-meter. Picked up into a double team, so she retreats down below the goal line. Passing it off, Mirabella sprints to the front of the net, save made. Rebound goes over to Caparucio, fakes the shot and gives it goal line extended left side for Katie Walsh. Shot clock did reset as well, 53 on that ticker. Fusco feeding it, Caparucio shot, another save, rebound into the crease, and Towson will take it this time. So a couple of quick saves for Cardono, but Towson not able to get the clear. Stony Brook 1 for 1 on the ride. Back over for Mirabella. Puts it into rotation. Up top, Caparucio. Giving it to Fusco. Over to Shore. Charging 8-meter. Shore knocked out of her pocket, but drew the foul. That's going to be a free position opportunity upcoming for number 6, Olivia Shore. Looking to make it a 3-0 lead with 30 minutes down in the first quarter. Shore. She'll sprint in, pulls up, and a shot will ring off the crossbar. Karams all the way over to the restraining line. Caparucio will add a ground ball to her stat line. Stony Brook have not seen a second played outside of the offensive third of the field, and they'll continue to roll. Shore, right fan, giving it Caparucio, now Fusco. Rotating it off one more. Goal line extended. Katie Walsh had her pass knocked down, but another foul against Eisfeld inside the fan will set up a back-to-back free position opportunity. Eisfeld will take it from the left hash, lining it up with the fastball. Eisfeld, she'll shoot above the crossbar. Back up, collected there by Mirabella. At X, she'll cradle on the right hand, passing it off. Walsh now up high, Fusco. Julia Fusco to Shore. Looking to get into the 8-meter. Angled off. We'll give it over to Martin. Now back to Mirabella. Pass out in front. Fusco on the doorstep. Makes it a 3-0 game. 10:58 remaining in the first quarter. So Julia Fusco already up to a 3-point night. How about that? 2 goals, 1 assist. We knew that Julia Fusco was bound for a breakout year. Had a lot of points as a freshman, now as a sophomore. Not the primary option for this team, but is 4th in points with a total of 30 coming into the game. Only Kira Martin, Mirabella Altabrando, and Isabella Caparucio with more. Back to the draw control. Syverson, a perfect 3 for 3. Giving some directions to Cap. Referees will set them up perpendicular. Ball flipped over to the empty space and straight into the pocket of Syverson. Knocked out, and we will get a foul. This time a green card will be assessed on the play, and Stony Brook will go to their first woman up opportunity. Starting to get to golden hour here on the North Shore of Long Island. Stony Brook trying to finish this game up maybe a little bit quicker than what people would be expecting. Obviously, you do get into that mercy rule of a running clock at a 10-goal lead, already at a 3-goal lead. 10:39 left in the first quarter. Woman up opportunity for the next 45 seconds. Goal line extended. Martin gives it over to Mirabella. Rotated around to the left side of the fan. Icefield thought about attacking, gave it off Walsh. Right side, Fusco. Goal line extended again. Martin trying to dish across. Pass was intercepted. Now Towson can start to wheel on the clear. 0 for 1 on the day so far. They'll try it from the far sideline. Katie Walsh sprinting after the ball carrier. Another pass ahead. Towson look like they'll break through the lines, and Lampasone will bring it across. So first offensive possession for Towson all day. We'll see this Stony Brook defense, which is top 15 in the country in goals against a game. 3-0 the score, 9:45 to play in the quarter. You're watching and listening to the WUSB Sports YouTube page. Live right now is Democracy Now! On the main channel. Waldron, left side of the fan into the 8-meter. She'll shoot high above the crossbar. Smigio there for the backup, but the ball is poked loose, coming to the near sideline, and it will go out of play. Stony Brook get it right back. Towson looking like they're going to pressure on the clear. Stony Brook is a top 5 team in clear percentage this year. They have the best clear percentage in the CAA as well, and a couple of on the shot clock. Icefield, now Shore. Over to Fusco, passing it Caparucio. Double team, now triple team. Has to pass it out, finds Shore. Steps to the 8-meter, passing it right. Kira Martin resets with Mirabella out to Brondo. She spins around at X, picked up into a double team, retreats. Across the goal line, now pass over for a quick shot. Shore got interrupted and called for the charge. It'll be an offensive foul going against Stony Brook. Towson still down 3-0, Elijah.
So far, Stony Brook's defense. Look, I mean, their defense has still been really good against Towson, but now Towson's defense is showing much better. I think their defense is getting better against Stony Brook.
Starting to show a little signs of life, but Towson having troubles on this clear right now. Have to reset down low with Meredith. Taking up the center of the field, Levy has some room. Levy still on the break, now forced wide by Ali Macera. She'll pass it off to the Towson attack, and they'll get their second opportunity of the game. Stony Brook playing a zone defense, something that's been highly effective for them all year. Haley Hebner, as Joe Spallina likes to say, has been the beneficiary of all the stats. She has a whole lot of caused turnovers because the perimeter play for Stony Brook is so good. And Hebner, acting as a sweeper, just knocks down passes. Free position shot upcoming on the shooting space violation. Towson will take it from the left hash. Haven't seen a quality opportunity on goal. Natalia Altabrando against it. The shot will go right past her on the right side of the net. 3-1 the score. Towson get there first. Luca DeMeo getting that goal off the free position from San Diego, California. Not a well-known lacrosse powerhouse over in San Diego. More of an East Coast game. Back to the draw control. Syverson still hasn't lost one all day. 6:28 remaining in the first quarter. Ball pushed backwards towards the Stony Brook restraining line. A follow-up whistle will come through, and it will be a procedural and a green card against the Tigers. So Stony Brook will get possession and another woman up opportunity. Olivia Shore jumped the gun, so she'll be set back a little bit. So Hamlet will go and sit on the sideline. Ball taken up and in past the restraining line by Huebner, and Stony Brook looking for their 4th goal and to reestablish a 3-goal lead. Fusco on the right side of the fan, giving it goal line extended. Kira Martin right back to Julia. This time rotates it left. See a new Seawolf in on this offensive rally. It's Emma Pierce, the graduate student from the University of Nottingham. Originally from Winchester, England. Julia Fusco. Give and go with Kira Martin. Over to Pierce. Icefeld now Caparucio. Goal line extended. Mirabella back over to Caparucio. They reset up high in the slot. Icefeld. Zipping it over to Fusco. Tossing it off to Pierce. Caparucio had it into her pocket. Lost it. Got it back. Pass towards the middle. Fusco. That's a hat trick and a natural one at that. Julia Fusco, a 4-point game already. It's 4-1 Stony Brook. And Elijah, I don't know if you know this about the game of lacrosse, but actually a lot of roots of women's lacrosse come from England. Originally a North American game. I believe it was a nun of one of the popular English women's schools at the time, brought the game over there, and it became popular in England for a time.
That I did not know.
A little fun fact. So the woman up opportunity converted by Julia Fusco, and assists will go over to Katie Walsh. Syverson looking to remain perfect at the draw control. Caparucio and Shore are her backups. Ball will be flipped into the air. Syverson got the first touch at it, knocked out of her stick. Now a ground ball ensuing. Caparucio broke it out of the pile and drew the foul. Stony Brook will get it, looking for their 5th goal of the game. Luca DeMeo will take her first card of the game. She got the earlier goal for the Tigers on the free position opportunity. Stony Brook quickly playing the ball through X. Out wide, Walsh on the right side of the fan sends it left. A long 70-second shot clock for the Seawolves to work with, up by 4 here at home. Up by 3 at 4 goals. Pierce to Mirabella. Back up top, Caparucio. Switch places, fake ball trick. Caparucio gave it to Martin across the fan, and that will be whistled dead for a foul. Free position opportunity upcoming, and it's going to be into the pocket of Julia Fusco, looking for her 4th goal of the game. Fusco will line up with the shot. Taking it from the right hash. Fusco fires, save made, big rebound into the fan, scooped up by the Tigers. Meredith has it, back check from Caparucio, ball hits the deck. Isabella Caparucio looking for the GB as well. The Tigers on it first, comes off to the near sideline, and somehow squeaking away with control was number 5, Carson Hippert. So Fusco not able to pocket her 4th goal of the game will allow the Tigers to set up on the offensive end. Stony Brook looking for a 3rd stand. Luca DeMeo coming back onto the field after sitting for her 1-minute misconduct. Tigers have the ball on the far side. They'll give it to Waldron. Across DeMeo, back to Waldron. Caparucio in front of her. They'll try to attack from the right side of the fan, given goal line extended now X. Pressure down low applied by Stony Brook. They'll reset it high. Waldron with it again. Zipping it left to Mayo. Pressed by Ali Macera, back to Waldron, back to the right side of the fan. 3 minutes left in the first quarter, 16 seconds on the shot clock, and a bouncer from the 8-meter will beat Natalia Altabrando down low. Tigers now down 4-2. We'll go back over the draw control now. Syverson trying to feed the offense. Ball be set up. Flipped into the air, and Syverson got the clean win this time. Stony Brook to the offensive end. Ball given down low to Mirabella. Already has 2 assists on the game. Out to Katie Walsh. Shore now Caparucio. Rotated Kira Martin. Right side goal line extended. 60 seconds on the shot clock. A look back over to Mirabella. She'll wrap around and pockets it up high. Into the top left corner. Stony Brook have their 5th. On the replay, Mirabella Altabrando, that's one of the reasons why she is so dangerous. Not only a great passer from the X position, but she truly does threaten to wrap around and score. Back over the draw control. Syverson flips it over to Caparucio, and she got it off of one hop. Here comes Isabella Caparucio streaking into the 8-meter, looking for the shot. Ball knocked out of her pocket, down at the goal line, extended. Cap gets it back and gives it to Mirabella to settle things down. Isabella Caparucio almost thought about taking that one straight from the draw control into the back of the net. And we see, checking into the game for the first time, Benilla had some impactful plays against Princeton on Wednesday. Very good at trying to break down the man-to-man defense that Princeton was playing. Hasn't seen her as much against zone defense look, so Joe Spallina really using the depth of his team to his advantage. Caparucio giving a pass off, and she'll draw the free position opportunity. And we know one thing about Isabella Caparucio, she has the hardest shot on the team. We'll definitely look to take this one on goal for the Stony Brook 6th. Here comes the shot, down low, it's in. Cap gets her first of the game. Stony Brook lead by 4. And it looks like we will get a timeout from Towson now, so we'll step aside and be right back here on the WUSB Sports YouTube page. And we're back here at Kenneth P. Laval Stadium, host of this matchup between the Stony Brook Seawolves and the Towson Tigers. 1:23 remaining in the first quarter. It's 6-2 in favor of Stony Brook. Offense definitely rolling, but the defense, they might be a little frustrated that they've already given up 2 goals. Syverson at the draw control. Been there all day for Stony Brook and won a majority of them as well. Ball, it's a shallow flip. Syverson playing it to space and will get it at the 50-yard line. Giving it over to Olivia Shore. One hop into her pocket. Now Shore will try to charge forward into a triple team. Somehow gets through it. Shore still going. One hand on the cradle into the 8-meter. What a goal from Olivia Shore. Coast to coast, and Shore will net the 7th for Stony Brook. Might as well give an assist over to Braden Syverson there. It will go down as unassisted. And the career highlight right there for Olivia Shore. Just whizzed by the entire Towson defense and put Syverson right back to work at the draw control. For sure, that was her 20th point of the season. A false start going against Syverson will allow Towson to take back over on offense, down by 5 with 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Stony Brook's defense trying to find one more stand. Towson play it down to X quickly. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is dead. Towson can, in theory, hold for possession going into the second if they'd like. Considering how dominant Syverson's been as well, I imagine they might want to do that. But a bad pass, caroming over to the near sideline, and it will stay in play just barely for Towson. Over to the right side of the fan. They'll pass it off to the middle. Back over to the right side. Once again, the ball is loose. Fusco chasing after it, but 2 Tigers were there first. Down to 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ball given up high for Thompson. She'll hold on to it. 5 seconds left. Thompson will just drain out the rest of the clock, and we'll step aside for the first quarter intermission here on the WUSB Sports YouTube page, and be right back for the start of the second. Stony Brook up by 5. And we're back for the start of the second quarter here on the WUSB Sports YouTube page. Towson taking on Stony Brook here at Kenneth P. Laval Stadium. And the Seawolves are up by 5 goals. Looking for another CAA victory as a ball will hit the deck caused by Hebner. And now Caparucio will get knocked to the turf as she was looking for the GB. The possession will go to Joe Spallina and squad. And Caparucio appears to be okay as she gets back onto her feet under her own power. Isabella Caparucio, the captain for this team. Top point producer as well. And a green card will be issued on Towson. Stony Brook will start to bring it forward on the clear. Icefield is double teamed. The ball will come loose, trying to get it right back. Pierce couldn't pick it up, and Stony Brook will cough it up. A rare failed clear for the Seawolves. They had 3 fails against Princeton on Wednesday, which I don't know off the top of my head, but that seems like it would be a season low. And for Icefield, the junior, doesn't turn over the ball a whole lot, just her 13th turnover. Minute gone by here in the second quarter. Towson with another possession. They'll send it to the far side. Thompson looking to attack. Ball comes over to the near sideline. Stony Brook send a triple team. Towson beat it, feed it over to the 8-meter for a quick shot. Save made by Natalia Altabrando, her first of the day. In transition, Stony Brook looking to push the pace past the 8-meter. Gets knocked down, and Towson will be called for a foul. A yellow card pulled out. So Stony Brook will go to the woman up opportunity.
A yellow has been issued to Towson number 24, Alexis Allen. Seawolves will play her up for 2 minutes.
So a 2-minute yellow card will start off with a free position opportunity for Hayden Icefield. She'll line up for the shot. Still waiting for the call from the referees. Takes it now. Icefield scores. From the right hash, Hayden Icefield makes it a 9-2 Stony Brook lead. So Stony Brook now up by 6. Hayden Icefield having a conversation with Joe Spallina on the sideline, probably about coughing up the ball earlier on the previous clearing attempt. Braden Syverson will take the draw again for Stony Brook. We've seen Chloe Elmer take a couple of them this year, but that's really only been when Syverson has been struggling, and, well, she's been anything but struggling today. 9-1 in draw control wins. Syverson trying to push it behind her towards Shore. It will just barely squeak past Olivia, and Towson will take it into the offensive end. Levy looking to give it off. Gets it over for DeMio. Around the horn, Waldron over onto the right wing. Towson trying to use all the available space for them. Dodge out for Lewis, pass to the front, Towson find a third. Stony Brook defense giving up 3 goals to the Tigers so far. 12:16 remaining in the second quarter.
Towson Tigers goal. Scored player down by number 33, Gabby Buchan. On the assist
And Towson scored that a woman down as well. Still a minute 13 left on the unreleasable woman up opportunity for the Seawolves. Syverson at the draw control, not going to win the foot race over the ball at the far sideline. Towson now get back-to-back wins. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. 1 minute left on the woman up opportunity. Towson give it over. Bugan off to Lewis. Lewis gives it straight away. Look at DeMeo. Left side of the fan. Shot clock at 50 seconds. Towson could wait out the rest of this woman down opportunity. DeMeo picked up into a double team by Caparucio, and Ali Macera passes it out. Now penetration into the 8-meter. The ball got knocked loose, and Olivia Shore has it. Shore sprinting ahead now. She has the speed to get this all the way into the offensive third herself. 6 seconds left on the woman up opportunity. Shore lost her handle. Ground ball ensuing, and Icefield will swoop in to swoop it away. Giving it back over to Shore. Stony Brook up by 5 on the Tigers. 8-3 the score at home. Olivia Shore, now Caparucio. Gives it goal line extended, Kira Martin. Off to Mirabella, motion on the far side of the field. Caparucio gets it back, feeds Fusco, works it left. One more pass over, goal line extended. Icefield cutting middle, left it behind her with Walsh. A shot for Shore in the 8-meter will go wide, and the backup belongs to the Seawolves. Mirabella with it again. Gives it over Icefield. Faked the shot, rotated it right. Fusco off to Caparucio, now Shore. Back to Cap. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Katie Walsh, little head fake. She'll spin to her left side, switches back right. Feeding it over to Caparucio. Flipped it off. Fusco, goal line extended Martin. Feed across the field, now cutter towards the middle. Caparucio got blanked on the doorstep. Another great save for the Tigers as Cardano has made her 4th of the game. Towson on the clear will try to go slowly. Mirabella Altabrando far out of her cage to set up on the full woman ride. Stony Brook will collapse now as the pass was made by the Tigers. They find some room in the middle of the field and will successfully complete the clear. Smeagol, pass to the 8-meter for a quick shot. Towson score. The Tigers back within 4, 8-4 the score, 9:21 remaining in the second quarter.
assist from number 7, Luca DeMeo. Seawolves lead 8-4.
9:21 remaining in the third quarter. Syverson looking for another draw control win. Towson have taken the last 2 straight. This time a false start will go on Syverson. And now the Tigers have won the last 3 straight draw controls, looking to go on a bit of a run. Towson so far outscoring Stony Brook 2-1 in the second quarter. Ball with DeMeo. She'll feed it to the far sideline. Towson, like I said earlier, using all of the field in order to find these looks. Ball given, goal line extended. Back over to the right side of the fan, held by Lewis, and turns it over. Olivia Shore once again has it in her pocket, giving off to Ali Macera. Looks to find some space, falls down, and a whistle will be blown. An illegal stick check after Macera fell down. It's not going to be called on why she fell down. So Stony Brook will go back to the women up opportunity.
A green card has been issued to Towson, number 11, Katie Roscoe. Seawolves will go player up for 1 minute.
So Katie Roscoe will go and sit for a minute. Ball worked ahead and brought in past the restraining line. Stony Brook could try to work quickly here. Fusco leveled it out, sent the pass off Icefield. Now Caparucio has room, dodges 8-meter shot, she scores! Isabella Caparucio, her second goal of the game. Stony Brook lead by 5.
Seawolves goal. Her second of the game, finishing player up by number 35, Isabella Caparucio. Seawolves lead 9-4.
So now with a 9-4 lead, Syverson trying to break the 3-run streak that the Towson Tigers have at the draw control. Stony Brook still leading that department 9-4. Ball flipped into the air, and it will be given over to Fusco. Syverson playing it into space well. Fusco off for Kira Martin, gives it over to Katie Walsh. One pass off. Isabella Caparucio holds it at the left side of the fan, giving it to Icefield again. Stony Brook work it right, halfway through this second quarter. Caparucio over to Icefield, pass down to the goal line. Katie Walsh to Benilla, now Caparucio, switching it to the right side. Kira Martin, a long pass to Benilla. Got it to Icefield, faked the pass, then gave it over to Walsh. She'll invert it above the goal line, extended, feeding it middle. Icefield falling, she scores inside the 8-meter. Stony Brook break double digits, they're up by 6.
Seawolves goal. Our second of the game, scored by number 16, Hayden Eisfeld. On the assist from number 33, Mirabella Altebrando. Stony Brook
So Mirabella will pick up the assist on the Hayden Eisfeld goal. Syverson on the draw control. Flipped up, and Syverson got it into her own pocket. The backwards pass over to Alexa Constant, and now Stony Brook will start their clear. Ali Macera over to Benilla, looking for options. Weaves her way to the center of the field. Benilla still cradling on her left hand past the 8-meter. In front of the net, her shot save made. Rebound, Katie Walsh got it and pocketed into the empty net. Cardeno was looking for the GB out of the crease, but Katie Walsh beat her to the punch. 11-4 now the score, 7:05 remaining in the second quarter, and Stony Brook is on a long run.
Finishing off the rebound by number 8, Katie Walsh. Stony Brook 11, Towson 4.
So Syverson breaking the streak of Towson draw controls. Syverson getting set up. Whistle blown, flipped back to the Stony Brook restraining line, and DeMeo had it first. Right hand cradle, passing it into the 8-meter. The ball was lost, and Natalia Altabrando will pick it up into her pocket. Stony Brook quickly work it back the other way. Julia Fusco in the middle of the field, left alone. Fusco looking it off, gets it to Katie Walsh. A split step. Walsh now with some opportunity to run. Walsh giving it off. Kira Martin powers her way. 8-meter, a bouncer, it's in. Stony Brook got the ball movement right to Kira Martin on the doorstep, and it's 12-4 now. Another timeout will sound for the Tigers, so we'll step aside for a second here on the WSB Sports YouTube page and be back for the final 6:39 of the first half. And we're back here on the WSB YouTube page. WSB Sports Department giving you a whole bunch of things. We got the sideline, going to be writing a recap about this game. Flip my words right there. George Karatzis will be the author as well as the photographer. A one-man band, as our Professor Riccioppo would like to say. As we go back to the draw control, Syverson knocking it out of the air and into her pocket, giving the outlet pass to Abby Sapella. Off for Constant, near sideline, Ali Macera. Works her way back to the middle. Ali Macera passing it off to Katie Walsh, and she'll allow the offense to sub in. 6:20 remaining in the second quarter. Stony Brook up 12-4 right now. They're starting a dominant run towards the latter half of the second quarter. They've scored the last 4 straight. Olivia Shore over to Eisfeld. Now Katie Walsh, excuse me. Over to Shore now. Caparucio lines up the shot, faked it. Retreats back out to the fan. They'll put the ball into rotation again. 45 seconds on the shot clock. Katie Walsh, left side of the fan, giving it off Shore. Straight away, Fusco. Giving it to Cap. Cap now Martin. Martin looking towards the middle. Fusco has it on the sharp angle. Shot save made. Rebound in the crease. Stony Brook went crashing in, but Cardeno has it. Stony Brook now on the full woman ride. Natalia Altabrando far out of her crease. A long pass. Towson have it. Natalia has to get back, and Stony Brook have to cover for her in the meantime. A pass ahead to Mayo looking for the empty net. Ali Macera just got a piece of it as the shot went high. DeMayo's going to want that one back as there was no one to save the shot. Five minutes remaining in the quarter. DeMayo will take it on the shooting space violation from Ali Macera. She'll rip this shot wide left. Stony Brook got the backup as well, as I believe it's Abby Sabella who was better positioned. So Abby Sabella will start it off from the Stony Brook end line, giving it over to Constant ahead. Huebner has it at the center of the field. She'll take her time cradling it, looking for a passing option. Has Julia Fusco, but she'll split right past the restraining line, and a poorly timed call for Stony Brook. They would have had some room to work with in transition. Towson get called for the offsides, and the Seawolves will go to the woman up opportunity.
A green card has been issued to Towson. Number 17, Kylie Ritter. Seawolves to go player up for 1 minute.
Stony Brook have had a lot of woman up opportunities so far this game. They're 2 for 5 on their free position shots as well. Kira Martin, far at the perimeter, out there with Pierce. Given down low. Walsh looking for the centering feed, instead giving over to Caparucio. Left side of the 8-meter, gives it straight away. Walsh, one more pass off Pierce. Now goal line extended Martin. Ball given back to X. Stony Brook looked to wrap it around. Eisfeld, and a shot got saved down low. Towson will take it back. 22 seconds remaining on the woman up opportunity. Stony Brook once again looking for the full woman ride. They'll have plenty of pressure. As Towson will commit the turnover. A delay of game going to be the call. 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Stony Brook looking for their 9-goal lead. Isabella Caparucio giving it to Pierce. Off for Fusco, a dangerous pass, but Martin now has room. It's a bouncer into the back of the net. Kira Martin dodged her way to the 8-meter and finished with authority. Stony Brook up by 9.
And Stony Brook's been red hot, I'll tell ya.
It's their 5th goal in a row, Elijah.
Stony Brook's just killing it. Their 5th goal in a row, as Kevin said, and Towson's just having a really hard time.
They've also been having a hard time at the draw controls recently against Syverson, losing that department 12-5. That was the first failed clear as well for Towson. Syverson will take the draw again. Ball flipped over the far sideline, and the Tigers had the step in order to get there first. Taking a history of this matchup, Stony Brook 12-0 against Towson all time, playing their first game in College Park back in 2013 on a neutral site. They played on a neutral site in 2014 and as well in Syracuse. I believe both of those were NCAA tournament games, and then have been playing every year since then. Again, Stony Brook have never lost. The closest game, 10-9 in 2017. That was at Towson. Stony Brook have won a majority of the games since then by a hefty margin. But Towson's still one of the better women's lacrosse teams here in the CAA. They never want to get blown out by anyone. Doesn't matter if it's Stony Brook, #1 in the country, Maryland. Always looking for a competitive. Pass goes to the middle, and a shot hits hard off the crossbar. Benilla almost got the scoop as it came to the restraining line. $1:30 left in the quarter. Shot clock reset back up to 60. It's at 50 now. Towson will have to take at least one more opportunity, as that crossbar's been stung a couple of times by the Tigers. 1 minute left in the quarter. Towson down to 30 seconds on the shot clock. They'll attack right side of the fan. Fusco's there for the pressure. Brought out to the goal line, extended, and Constant will flag down a pass. Julia Fusco will get the ground ball, given off to Olivia Shore, and she'll haul up the right side of the field. Olivia Shore still going with pace and throws in an interception. Now a lot of contact. Caparucio on the floor with another Tiger. That looked like incidental contact. I don't think there should be a penalty either way. Cap still down on the field holding her face. Cap rolling onto her back. There's 35.4 left on the clock. And Cap will be helped up to her feet now. Again, that was some hard incidental contact. And she'll come off to the sideline, a little shaken up after the play. Looks like something wrong on the upper body side for Cap. And she'll continue to be assessed by the medical training staff. Obviously, anytime you have contact up high, more worried about a broken nose, maybe a concussion in women's lacrosse. Might be the first concussion that I've seen, though. Not really a sport prone to them. Kira Martin, right side goal line extended, looking to make this a 10-goal lead. Stony Brook afforded the possession after the dangerous contact taken by Towson. Down to 20 seconds left. Pass over the middle to Pierce. Didn't get into her pocket. Mirabella has to find the ground ball inside the fan. Gives it out to Benilla. Across Olivia Shore. Now right side of the fan. Pierce gives it to Martin. Looks to dodge her way in. A weak shot off to the left. and Stony Brook will get the backup. 2 seconds left, and we'll go to the halftime break. Elijah, your closing thoughts before we send it away.
I mean, so far Stony Brook's been red hot, and as you said before, Kevin, that that collision, that was a hard collision, and hopefully Isabella is going to be okay.
And we'll find out more about Caparucio when we come back from the half in approximately 9 minutes here on the WSB YouTube Sports page. Back for the start of the second half here on the WUSB Sports YouTube page. Syverson to the draw control as Stony Brook lead the Towson Tigers 13-4 with 30 minutes remaining in regulation. Syverson will start off by flipping the ball into the air, knocked it over to Caparucio, who finds the ground ball, trying to split her way through two, and a stick to the head will issue in another yellow card against Towson. So Stony Brook to the women up opportunity. And Elijah, we got the answer to your question coming out of the first half. Cap back on the field, seemingly okay. So Stony Brook will actually go up off a yellow card for 2 minutes and an unreleasable as well. The second time Stony Brook has had a 2-minute unreleasable today. And Caparucio easily weaving her way through the traffic and flipping the pass off to the left side of the fan for Stony Brook to play it to X. 30 seconds gone by in the quarter, and Stony Brook already set up. Looking dangerous on the offensive side of the ball. They have been on an extended run recently. Outscoring Towson 7-2 in the first quarter, 6-2 in the second quarter. Caparucio steps into the 8-meter, passing it off Fusco. Looking over to Pierce, sent it, goal line extended. Martin down to Mirabella. Mirabella back over to Kira Martin. Her shot wide left, and the backup was taken by Katie Walsh. She'll allow Mirabella out to Brondo to operate it with it instead. Mirabella, right side goal line extended. Kira Martin lining up for the fake shot and drew the shooting space violation. She'll take the free position opportunity from the left hash. Martin in the squat. On the fastball, she scores! Top right corner. Stony Brook now up by 10 goals, 14-4 the score. Taking a look at this matchup last year, Stony Brook won 17-6. The year before that, 11-8. In 2023, it was a whopping 19-4. Ellie Macera had 8 points. Julie Creo had 5. Kaylin Hart had 5. Morgan Mitchell had 5. Charlotte Verholst had 3 points. Back to the draw control, and Syverson an efficient win, then got body checked, and we'll get another card now. This time a green going against the Tigers. So DeMeo will go to sit on the sideline. 1 minute, it is releasable, so could come out before then if Stony Brook find another goal. Fusco, top the 8-meter, gives it left. Eisfeld didn't take the shot, instead gave it over to Katie Walsh. Across the field, a bad pass coming over to the near sideline. Ali Macera had it, sent it back over the restraining line, and Olivia Shore will find the ground ball. Heads up play from Ali Macera. Stony Brook looking for the cutters to the middle now. Caparucio knocked down, and she'll get the free position opportunity. Potential hat trick for Isabella Caparucio. She's sitting on 2 right now. Cap loads up on the shot, rips it wide over to the right side. Stony Brook have the backup. Or no, correction, Towson deemed closer by the officials. Stony Brook now pressuring on the clear. Ball sent over to the near sideline and just barely broken through for Lampasone. Roscoe, left side of the fan, straight away now. Towson give the ball off, right side goal line extended, back to the top, Roscoe. Trying to weave her way around Quinn. Roscoe now picked up by Ali Macera, finds a pass left in Natalia Altabrando, snuffed out the shot down low on her right foot. Giving the rebound over to Alexa Constant. Hard time picking her path, but will get some open space to work with. Constant over to Ali Macera. Ali Macera feeding it middle. Eisfeld through the traffic and past the restraining line now. Hayden Eisfeld still holding on to it. Top of the 8-meter. Her shot save made. Rebound. Comes loose. Stony Brook looking for it. Instead, it's taken away by Towson, and they'll run in transition. 5 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Trying to get this game back within single digits. And the ball's knocked out by Stony Brook. Another cause turnover. I believe that was Haley Heemner on the far sideline. Kira Martin inside the other 8-meter on the opposite side. Shot save made. Rebound out to Caparucio. Lines up the bullet. Steps right back. And will slow things down with 9:24 remaining in the quarter. 14-4 the score. Stony Brook up by 10. Fusco to Caparucio. Left side of the fan, Eisfeld. Goal line extended. Katie Walsh looking to weave. Walsh takes it to X, passes it off. Martin feeds it in front. Fusco, shot, she scores. 5th point of the day. Julia Fusco now has her 4th goal. So Kira Martin will get the assist, continues to improve upon her daily point total. Stony Brook now with their game's largest 11-goal lead. Syverson, one of her better wins at the draw control today. She'll give the outlet pass. Stony Brook a hard time on the clear. Giving it off to Katie Walsh now. Walsh lost it out of her pocket. Ground ball ensuing. 3 Tigers around her. Past the restraining line. Sticks tie up and will get a whistle. They're going to say Stony Brook sat on top of the ball and it will be given over to Towson because of that.
Towson into the offensive end. 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. They'll bring it up high to the restraining line. Worked off left side of the fan. Roscoe underhanding a pass over the left side of the fan. It will be given straight away. Bugan back to Roscoe. Cross to the opposite side. They try to dodge on Fusco. Pass, middle, shots over the crossbar. Thought Altabrando had a piece of it for a second. Back up will go to the Tigers. Pass across the crease now from Towson, intercepted by Stony Brook. Huebner looking to give it over to Fusco. The ball comes loose. Huebner trying to pick it up, squeaks over to the far sideline, and the ball will stay with Towson. Turnover will go against Stony Brook. Tigers still operating with it. Roscoe. Across to Mayo. Right side goal line extended. Abby Sabella and Constant will double team at X. Towson passed out of it. 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. To Mayo with it again. Off to Roscoe. Challenged at the perimeter. And a shooting space violation will go against Quinn. Roscoe. Junior from Maryland. She'll try to dodge from the left hash on the 8-meter. Sprinting forward now. Shot. It's a bouncer, and Natalia has it up high. Now her third save of the day on 7 shots faced. Julia Fusco will push the pace in transition. Whipping a pass off to her left. Rotated one more. It's in and out of the pocket. Ground ball ensuing, and I believe we're going to get a push from behind. Stone Cipher had a hard time getting to the ball before Towson, but Stony Brook still hang on. Pass over to Caparucio, the bouncer. Goes wide off to the cage. Stony Brook have the backup. Back into play again. Bonilla. Left side of the fan, Caparucio. Given over to Julia Fusco. Now Kira Martin, goal line extended. Feeds it to Mirabella. Caparucio faked the shot. Cap across, Bonilla. Underhanding it, Stone Cipher. Left side of the 8-meter. Stone Cipher still holding, giving it Mirabella. Out to the left side of the fan. Eisfeld back to Julia Fusco, and now we will get a whistle. Julia Fusco will take the free position opportunity with 3:40 and ticking left on the third quarter clock. Lines up the fastball, bounces it, goes off the crossbar. Over to the far sideline, Bonilla there first. She'll get the GB, turns instantly back towards the goal and has some room to work. Off to Mirabella. Mirabella trying to run now. Giving the pass over to Caparucio. Inside now for the quick shot, they score. Julia Fusco on the doorstep. Stony Brook up 16-4.
Assisted by number 35, Isabella Caparucio.
So Stony Brook will make some mass substitutions now, trying to get their depth players some time on the field. Running clock all the way down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Syverson looking for the ground ball. It's flipped back towards the Stony Brook restraining line. We'll get a whistle and a card assessed by the referees. It will go against the Tigers, and Olivia Shore will be allowed to scoop it up for free and bring it ahead for Stony Brook.
A green card has been issued to Towson number 7, Luca DeMeo.
DeMeo will once again be sitting on the sideline.
For 1 minute.
Again, Stony Brook leading this game by 12, one of their biggest margins of victory against the Tigers. Towson with a couple of down years as of recent, and, well, Stony Brook have stayed exactly in their dominant form. Katie Walsh straight away giving it over for a quick shot. Eisfeld with just an absolute bullet from the left side of the 8-meter. 17-4 the score.
Seawall's goal, her 4th of the game, scored by number 16, Hayden Eisfeld. Assisted by number 8, Katie Walsh.
Katie Walsh will pick up the goal on the assist on the Eisfeld goal. 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Back to the draw control. Stony Brook lead that department 16-6 at this point in the game. And we'll get another whistle. Card will go against Stony Brook.
A green card has been issued to Stony Brook number 6, Olivia Shore.
So Olivia Shore will take a seat on the sideline. As Towson play it into the offensive end. 28 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Could hold for possession going into the fourth with also a 20-second women up opportunity. And it looks like that's exactly what DeMeo will look for. Down to 10 seconds on the clock. Ali Macera might want to pressure here. Joined by Julia Fusco on the extremities. Fusco now jockeying ahead. Towson will step past the restraining line. 1 second left. And we'll head into the fourth quarter with a dominant 13-goal lead for Stony Brook. And be right back for the final 15. WSB Sports YouTube page. Towson will start off with the ball in the fourth quarter with a 18-second woman up opportunity as well. The Tigers down by 13 goals. Trying to make this a little bit more competitive against Stony Brook down the stretch as a pass in front will be dunked in on the doorstep. And a bit of a rude awakening for Ava Yancey as she just came into the game for the final 15. Taking a look at Stony Brook's upcoming schedule, they will be on the road against William and Mary. 2 more home games left on the docket, at least in the regular season. One against Arizona State, the other against Hofstra, and they'll close out the regular season against Elon at Elon on April 24th. Draw control ensuing at the center of the field. And once again, Syverson will win it, giving it off to Fusco quickly. Braden Syverson has been exceptional today. Stony Brook leading draw controls 16-7 after the most recent win. Altabrando will finish her day with 4 goals allowed and 3 saves for a .429 save percentage. Stone Cipher passing it off to Caparucio, back to Shore. They'll feed it down low, Mirabella. Caparucio with it again. She'll rip a shot from distance, and that'll miss wide off to the right side. Backup will belong to Towson. Ava Yancey trying to pressure on the full woman ride. Towson will break it quickly. Yancey having to streak back towards her cage. Towson passing it off. They'll go with numbers quickly into the 8-meter shot. Yancey made the save, spearing it in the top right corner. Ball given back over to Ava Yancey. Now another card will be assessed against the Tigers.
A green card has been issued to Towson number 7, Luca DeMeo.
DeMeo will take yet another card today. Luca DeMeo taking 4 different green cards in today's matchup, as Towson will find the interception on the clear. .11:20 remaining in the quarter. Stony Brook get the interception. Play it over to Abby Sabella. She has plenty of room to work. Giving the pass ahead, Ali Macera. Now Braden Syverson into the offensive end. Syverson to Caparucio. Caparucio, Mirabella on the doorstep. The bounce shot just barely didn't cross the plane. And Towson will leave it in the crease. DeMeo on the outside. Coming back from the penalty. 5 minutes gone down in the fourth quarter. Officially at the 10-minute mark. Sabella. Long pass out to Mirabella, and it'll be knocked out of her pocket, but another card going against DeMeo. So clearly DeMeo not understanding some part of the rule changes for this year. Now she's in a career-high green card pace. She only took 3 green cards all of last year, up to 6 in today's game. Pierce giving it to the left side of the fan. Stony Brook give it up to Syverson. Around Caparucio looking for the shot. Drew the free position opportunity on the shooting space violation. Cap with an opportunity to get Stony Brook up to 18 goals. On the whistle, taken forward, a shot on the run from Eisfeld, won't go in. Down to 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Reminder, we will be live tomorrow for the Stony Brook men's lacrosse game. That will be on the radio, as Stony Brook will get another ground ball and give it over to Pierce in transition. Stony Brook, give it across. Caparucio down, goal line extended. Stone Cipher looking for the shot, and a whistle called. Zoe Stone Cipher will set up from the left hash on the free position opportunity. Stone Cipher on the righty shot. She'll rip it, low to high and score. Zoe Stone Cipher continues to rack up the points in her freshman season. And an elusive look right there. Stony Brook will go back over to the draw control. Clock ticking down to 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Off the draw control, the ball will go over to Fusco. Giving it back to Hebner, and they'll rotate it around. Pass ahead to Syverson. She has room. Into the fan, angling over to the right side. She'll spin back and feed it. Stone Cipher looking to dodge around the crease, passing it back out to the front. Ball hits the deck, and Towson will take it away. Towson will get another clear. Right to the net front. A bouncer will go past Yancey.
Towson Tigers goal. Her second of the game, scored by number 28, Hannah Lewis. Seawolves lead 18-6.
Clock will continue to tick here at Kenneth P. Laval Stadium. Syverson back to the draw control. The Tigers just trying to cheer on anything that they can at this point. Stony Brook have almost completely substitute out all of their starters. Draw control, Syverson hunting it down, winning it, poked off her stick. Stony Brook take it back, and it looks like we'll have another card against Towson.
A green card has been issued to Towson number 23, Harley Hamlin. Seawolves will play her up for 1 minute.
So Stony Brook will go woman up for 1 minute. Walsh to Mirabella, and Stony Brook get it into the offensive end. Stone Cipher, left side goal line extended. Giving it to Walsh, trying to pass it out in front, knocked away by Towson, and the Tigers will pick up the ground ball, 4 minutes remaining. In transition, here come the Tigers. DeMayo, high in the slot, passing it left. Roscoe giving it to X, now flipped back over to DeMayo, trying to weave her way around Macera. Giving it to the right side of the fan. Towson not finding any penetration. Quick shot on the run. Yancey got the save. Rebound. Stony Brook in position for it first. Cassidy Millen was there. Ali Macera looking for the ground ball. Spins around through three, and Macera will take it to some open space. To Bika. At the restraining line, had to dip back out, looking for a pass, found Harloff. 2 minutes and 30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Stony Brook lead 18-6 in a game that is all but a foregone conclusion, as the Seawolves will move to 8-1 at home, 8-4. Or excuse me, that's not correct. We'll move to 6-1 at home, 5-1 on the road, and 11-2 overall as they tack in one extra goal. Looks like it was Stone Cipher for her second of the game.
Her second of the game. Scored by number 22, Zoe Stone Cipher. Seawolves lead 19-6.
90 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Syverson for potentially her last draw control of the game. Flipping it over towards the Towson restraining line and taken by Olivia Shore, and another whistle will go against the Tigers. They have to be approaching some kind of record for green cards in a single game.
A green card has been issued to Towson number 17, Kylie Ritter.
Ball given over to the right side of the fan. Up top, Mary-Kate Abenthy looking to pass it to her left. The ball does hit the ground. Towson looking for the GB, and they'll take it away. Under a minute to play here in the fourth quarter. A great week for Stony Brook women's lacrosse. A ranked win on the road against the number 20 Princeton Tigers, following it up by a dominant win in the CAA at home. 19-6 right now. Towson trying to put in one more as a feel-good goal. The shot will go past Yancey. 19-7 now the score. And that'll probably be the last bit of action we really see here. Clock continues to tick down to 10 seconds. Elijah here for his second women's lacrosse broadcast. Your closing thoughts.
Yeah, Julia Fosco, she has played absolutely amazing. She scored, I think she scored maybe like 6 or 7 goals, but she has been on fire like in this game. Absolutely amazing.
Fusco ending her game with 6 total points. Had definitely one of her best games of the season. The sophomore from Long Island doing it at home. As we will conclude our broadcast here on the WUSB Sports YouTube page. Stony Brook win 19-7. We'll be back tomorrow for the men's lacrosse matchup against the Marist Red Foxes. Matt Mankiewicz will be on the call, as always, for the men's lacrosse games starting at 11:45. Thank you so much for listening. WUSB Sports here on YouTube.